Let's play Plead the Fifth with Orlando and the Freak Show on Wild 94.1. Hooked up by 1-800-ASK-GARY. Now, who's taking the stand?
Davy.
Yeah.
Oh, he's standing.
Oh, man.
Buck, do you have to
standing
redo
up.
something?
How dare you? I got to reset all the cameras now.
I think better on my feet.
You get nervous
No.
and got to stand up or something?
I'm quicker. I'm better. I can look y'all in your eyes and I see y'all plotting
So
against
you're a
me.
better person when you stand?
No, I'm a quicker thinker.
He's like, all right, well, understand, standing in the booth
Yes.
is Davy. 3 questions come from the room. This is Plead the Fifth. It lets you get to know us a little bit more, and Davy is the subject of the day. So
You ready?
3 of them comes in at him from us, and then 3 come from the audience. He only gets to avoid 1 because he gets 1 pass. All right, Buck, you're first up.
Davy, you are a man all about that cheddar,
Toss it me.
all about the bread. The
This is
last
true.
2 years have been crazy with coronavirus. In what way did the virus come into town to the world? And what way financially did it help you? And what way did it hurt you?
Okay, so as a lot of you know, I talk about it often. I own a tattoo shop. I opened that tattoo shop 2 weeks before COVID shut the world down.
Man.
So we were open like 13 days, and then we were shut down for about 10 months. So that is a big hit when you put in, all this time and money into opening, a store, a business, and it's immediately shut down. Now, looking in hindsight, it was a blessing in disguise because we were able to kind of, button up a lot of the business structure things, get with our artists, and just kind of grow and develop the business. So it was in the short term, it was a hit. It definitely was. It was hard, and me and my partner were kind of talking about it every day. But like in the long term, it was kind of a blessing in disguise.
Wow.
Nice.
You became an epidemiologist, too.
Yeah, didn't we all?
Everybody.
It hurt my DJing a lot. All of my weddings, everything I had going on got canceled again in the short term. And then 2021 was crazy with all of the makeups and
this year.
everything.
Davy is an outside business.
All right, Davy. I feel like we're really engulfed in the whole Will Smith, Chris Rock thing that's going on right now. So if you were up on stage and you were Chris Rock and Will Smith came up on stage and then he slapped you in the face, how would have you handled that situation?
It probably would have been a fight. Just like Will blacked out and it didn't matter who or
blacked
where.
out.
He did. I think Will saw red and he just nothing else mattered in his mind at that moment. I would have gotten like that once somebody smacks me in the face. It wouldn't have mattered if we're at the award show or in the neighborhood. It would have been a fight. I think.
Full on TV.
I've never gotten smacked in the face and not retaliated.
Open-handed.
Yeah.
Open hand, though? Does that make it better?
No.
Okay.
Makes it
All right,
not-
just
no.
tell them. No, I was just wondering. Because it feels disrespectful to, like, do
It's
this slap.
extremely
If he'd
disrespectful.
have punched him, it would have been a fight.
Yeah.
But, I mean, and then again, he might have just knocked him down. But the slap was kind of like, almost like with a glove.
Yeah.
Like, I challenged him to a duel
Yes.
or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
You can't put your hands on people without expecting some kind of retaliation.
So you
Yeah.
would have just gone after him after that.
Correct.
Okay. All right. Let's keep it Big Willie for a second. All right, Davy, tell me, any time that you had to defend, has there ever been a time where you had to defend a woman's honor? What happened?
Honestly, no. And I never, no. I wish I had a good story about having to step up to the plate, but no, I've never had to do that. No,
Never?
Nah, not a girlfriend, I'm never my mom. No, nothing. Never, not one
Don't
time.
you talk about my mama.
Yeah.
I mean, listen. That's good. That's a good thing because
Yeah.
a lot of people who get put in that situation, we talked about it. Like Will was put in a situation where he was laughing it off, being the guy that we know and love. And then he glanced at his wife who wasn't happy, and that decision had to be made right there.
Yeah.
Do I get up and say something. And I mean, even his thing after. I mean, that was a lot.
A lot of times
for the
those
Oscars.
split-second decisions can have years of consequences.
Yeah.
So I'm lucky that I haven't been put in a space like that.
Yeah, you might have been bad.
Right.
You mess around punching somebody that hit their head, and next thing you know,
Yep.
you in jail for 10 years because you're like manslaughter. You're like,
Right.
oh man, I was at the Oscars.
Yes.
Yeah, like, yeah, well, yeah. All right, so that's 3. Now 3 come from you. Let's see here. Line 3, Letitia.
Mhm.
I think it is Letitia. How you doing this morning?
Hey, Orlando. I'm doing good. How y'all doing?
We're doing good. What's your question for Davy?
So my question for Davy is, if you were a parent, I know you don't have kids, but it's a dad question. If you were a parent and you had a 6-year-old daughter, and she was begging for this one thing, she wants to get a tattoo, and you have in your tattoo shop, would you allow her to get one?
16.
16?
A 16-year-old daughter?
16, yes.
Would I let a 16-year-old daughter get a tattoo?
And it's your daughter.
My daughter. Probably not.
Is you?
Probably say I
Probably
don't
not.
I don't think so. No, thinking of what I would have gotten and bad ideas I had when I was 16, and 16 actually is the age that you're allowed to go in with a parent in the consent form and get tatted. I don't think if I was in that position, I would. No, I don't think 16 is old enough.
Even if the tattoo was more like a heartfelt, it kind of leads into something family related, someone that she lost, and so she's begging for it. You know, you still say wait till you're 18.
I still wait a little time. I don't think 18 is this magic number where like you turn 18 and now you have all this wisdom. I would say sit on it a little bit. A lot of people want to make a split-second decision or think about something for a week or a month. I would say let them sit on it for 6 months, maybe a year, and then if you still really, really want it, then we can have another conversation.
It sounds like she's going through this right now.
I'm getting that.
Yeah, I keep trying to tell her your body is your temple, and you know that's kind of what I'm kind of going with. You know, your skin is the most precious thing, but
She's probably not
No,
going to
that's
change
not-
her mind. I remember being 16 and wanting tattoos, but I know that once I turned 18, I picked different things than I would have gotten when I was 16. So I would say just kind of sit on it for a little bit and, you know, see what you come up with.
Although you still love your MOB tattoo on you.
Oh, my MOB tattoo is great. It's one of my favorites.
Yep.
All right, thank you, Letitia. Let's see, we got somebody on line 1.
Yes, line 1.
No name on line 1. I didn't see what the name was. Hi, hello.
Hey, it's Kamisha from Lakeland, first time caller.
Hey, first time caller.
Welcome to the Freak Show. Kanisha, what's going on?
Hey, I just got a question for Davy. I understand he's never been put in that position, but figuratively speaking, he has an old lady, right?
Yes.
And he's at a comedy show, and the comedian is just like ragging on his old lady, and she's really feeling some type of way. It's not funny to her at all. Like, what is he gonna do? He just gonna sit there and laugh it off?
What you gonna do if you're Will Smith?
I'm at a comedy show. I've been to numerous comedy shows, and I know what to expect. If I'm at a place where this is completely out of line and inappropriate, and now you just kind of singling us out, it's disrespectful, then I think that's a different situation. A comedy show, everybody's fair game. If you get up to go to the bathroom, you're fair game. If you walk in late, you could get talked about. So I think at a comedy show, I would kind of let it slide.
Okay, but if you were in Will Smith's shoes, what would you do? Because we all know Jada suffers from alopecia. That's why
We don't all know that.
Her hair.
We didn't know that.
I didn't know that. I can't say Chris Rock knew that. So I treat that as kind of like if you're in the audience, you've seen these before, you've been part of it before, you can't act brand new now. If Will Smith was hosting the Oscars, he'd be doing the same exact thing to everybody in the crowd. That's how I look at it.
Okay.
All right. Okay. All right. I appreciate it, sweetie. Thank you for checking in.
No problem. Thank you. Have a good day.
Hey, you too. All right. Let's see here.
I
All
got a good question for Davy that just came in out of the 727.
I don't like the way you said that.
Are you ready for this one? It's right up my alley. Davy, if your girl ended up pregnant,
Okay.
would you be the congratulations type or the oh snap type?
Oh,
How would you go about it?
I mean,
I know the answer to that.
it would be a combination of the two. You know, oh snap, everything's gonna change, but I think I'm gonna, I'm grown at this point,
doesn't
so
have
it's not gonna ruin my life. But it'd be both. It would be, oh snap, man, I gotta give my
That
life.
show don't sound like both.
Well, it would be congratulations. Yeah, I'd definitely be happy for that. But at the same time, I know everything would change.
Wait, are you keeping it or not?
Wait a minute.
What do you wait? What do you mean? Where did that come from? Of course.
Yeah. We're not getting rid of babies.
My goodness.
That's what everyone was wondering.
No.
I don't think anybody was wondering. I think you was wondering that.
No,
What?
but he said it won't ruin my life. That's what I was stuck on. Babies don't ruin your
Well,
life.
I mean,
I've seen
Davy!
some unwanted situations mess up people's lives. Let's keep it a
thought
buck.
I knew how you would answer that, but wow, listening, it sounded like you were like,
No,
it didn't sound overjoying.
Well, it would be, like I said, a combination of the two. It would definitely be like, OMG, holy crap, this is happening.
It's about to go down.
Yeah.
Okay.
But no, it'd also be a celebratory thing.
Okay. All right. Do you have a boomerang to use?
What was a good one?
I don't know. That's up to you.
Pregnancy,
you answered all of them.
tattoos.
Will Smith, Chris Rock.
Yeah.
How I would handle that? How would you the question that the young lady called in? If you're at a spot, if you're at a comedy show, and somebody in a similar situation is just ragging your significant other, and they're getting visually like bothered by it, how would you handle it?
Look, I mean, I'll go first. Like you said, if you go to the comedy show, you are signing up to be heckled with.
Right.
Especially, we're talking about arguably the top 5 best comic in the world ever, Chris Rock. I mean, he's going to come after you, especially if you're already a celebrity too.
Yeah.
You've seen people get roasted on Def Comedy Jam,
Right.
whatever. I mean, and where they were uncomfortable, where like Martin would be like, "Don't be mad at me," blah blah, and people get some type of feelings. This wasn't a comedy show, but it still was somewhere where you knew people in the audience were going to get roasted because they do that at the Oscars. It's traditional for the monologue. People get picked on, and stuff like that. So.
I've heard worse jokes, by the way.
I
Way
got
worse
ragged.
things.
I got ragged at the Dion Cole show
Yeah.
for my shirt that I had on, and because I was sitting in the second row, so he could see it, and he was like, "Yo, like, what's up with this shirt?" and blah blah, and was ragging on me, and it was part of the gig. It wasn't like I was feeling some type of way, but if your date is feeling tight. You kind of like just got to pacify them and be like, "Babe, it's all good. It's just a show. It's part of the show. It's part of the show." I guess that's how I would handle it. Now, if he ran up there and slapped me,
Oh, yeah. What do you do at that moment?
I mean, we just got to tussle on TV.
Got to.
It's just got to be fight night.
Do you look down on Chris Rock because he didn't?
No.
Somebody just wrote. They're like, "How are we not going to talk about how good he took that slap?"
He did.
Like he took it. Like he took
And
it
he
and
moved
he
on.
kept going.
Kept going.
He didn't. I mean, Will cried more than Chris Rock cried.
I know.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, he did take it. You got to give him love on that. All right, Davy, your plead the fifth is a wrap right now.